How do I download Onestate RP? How do I play Onestate RP? I don't understand this game. What should I do? That's the same questions I've been getting in all of my videos. So today I decided to answer all of your questions and make sure Onestate RP is great for you to play. Now, first things first, how do you actually download Onestate RP? It is very simple. You can go to your App Store or your Play Store and look for Onestate RP and you download it, sign up, and start playing the game. But in some cases, you go to your App Store, you go to your Play Store, especially if you're in Nigeria or some African countries, you'll notice that it will say this app is not available in your region. Well, that's no problem, it's not a big deal. Now, if you are using iOS, all you have to do is change the region of your iOS and use the US iCloud so that you can access it, download it on your phone, sign up as usual. And I would also advise for you to sign up using your email. Don't sign up using your iCloud or your Google Play games. So just sign up using your email, put a password, and that is it. If you're going to be downloading on an Android device, it is not also hard to do. All you have to do is go to this website, apkpure.com, and you download it directly from the website. So you can go ahead and download the APK app too, and always update and download your game through the APK Pure app. So that is what I like to do personally. So once you've done that and you've signed up, you're going to be seeing this screen, and it has 6 servers. So what I need you to do is choose Glendale African server if you've not downloaded the game previously. But if you have downloaded the game previously, you can still create a new account in Glendale African server. So once you get into the game, you're going to be asked to create your character. Please make sure that, unfortunately I could not record that part, but please make sure that you select your name by the left hand side. So by the left hand side of your screen, you're going to see something that says your first name and your last name. Make sure you do that, because if you don't do it at this point, you would need to spend 250 coins to change your name later on. So make sure you do that, and also change your character, and you can wear any of the outfits by the right hand side. So once you've done that, you click on create character and you'll be prompted to start the tutorial. So tutorial is very simple. There are 4 tasks that you need to do. So the first one is, it's going to tell you to just drive straight. That's very simple. Just follow the prompts and read whatever the tutorial is asking you to do. You drive straight, you meet up with a guy, he would explain some things to you, and then it will tell you to go buy Anne a car. And at that point, this is where you can see right now, I already bought Anne the car, and then it will ask you to tune the car. Now, once you want to tune the car, you just drive through the prompts like I said, and it is very simple. So once you are asked to tune the car, you take it to this blue circle and you tune up the car. Now, in case where you do tune up the car but you still on this right hand side, so you can see by the right hand side, you would see the task that is next for you to do. So if the task is still showing that you need to tune up Anne's car, then yes, you would go back again, enter inside the blue circle again, and retune up the car. If not, it's not going to work. So you do that, and once you are done tuning up the car however you like, I like tuning up, use the highest things that is possible. Just do it like that, so that they will take back the car, but it is quite nice for you to use it for a while before they take it back. I think you have 2 hours of using the car before they take it back. So when you are done tuning up the car, all you have to do is just continue with the tutorial, and always check by the side. Okay, make sure you finish the tutorial. Well, at this point, you really cannot do anything much in the game. You just have to finish the tutorial. But when you get to level 3, I think, or level 4, you'll be able to roam around the game. Although I'm going to tell you to finish all the tasks, all the tutorial tasks by this side before you go ahead. So just follow the prompts, just where I am doing it right now. And I'm going to tell you to go do something. I think go and meet that other guy. You have to go back to him. So while I am walking you through the tutorial tasks, I'm also going to be explaining what the Onestate RP game is all about and how to make it enjoyable for you as a person. So Onestate RP is a roleplay game, and what that means is you are not just playing a game, but you are playing a character. So that means you're acting, you are thinking, you are reacting as your character would be doing that, and you're treating the city as like a real place. Okay, so when you're interacting with other people, you are interacting with them as their character, not as real people. Now, why I'm saying this is, you may know somebody in real life, you may know somebody, and you know that this person, let's say for instance, this person is a criminal. But then in game, the person is a police officer. Now, when you're interacting with this person, you're not going to be saying, but I know you now. You're not the one that was to steal in Jack on the No, you will not say that. Instead, you interact with the person as a police officer. Maybe you now find out later during your RP interaction with this person that, this person is a criminal in game too. Then you can start interacting. But you would interact with the person at that moment as a police officer, not as a criminal. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Or let's say there's a case where maybe you get arrested and then you start saying, no, I'm not going to go to the PG office. You are not trying to. When you get arrested, see, there's something called fair role play. When you get arrested, you have to act like you would act in real life. So if a police officer comes to you and points a gun at you now and say you are under arrest, If you start running and they shoot you down, that's also role play. Yes. But if you now say no, you don't have the right to arrest me, I'm not going to show you, that is you not wanting to role play properly. So make sure you role play properly. Alright, your role play, and when you want to role play, it should be a role play that everybody there is going to find enjoyable, not just something that will be okay for just you. Do you understand? So make sure that you are role playing properly. Now, another thing is, before you start playing a role play game like Onestate RP, your character is very, very important. You should note that your character is not just, your character is you. Like, who are you? Who are you? What is your name? What is your attitude to other people? What is your job? What do you do? Because these are like the first thing that people would see. And then you have to now go back down and start thinking about, what is your personality? How is this person? Like, is this person loyal but short-tempered? Is this person hardworking? Is this person confident? Is this person a very insecure person? Is this person, what is the person fears? What does this person like doing? You know, what is your strength? You have to build all of that regarding your character. You have to build your flaws, because you cannot be perfect, okay? And then you have to build your story, your motivation, your backstory, your goals. You have to have all of those things. Why did you come to Onestate RP? What are you planning to do? Do you have a goal? As a newbie, if you want to enjoy this game, you need people, you need relationship, you need to have friends, you need to have business partners, you need to have rivals, enemies, family. Yeah, you need to have all of those people in this game if you want to enjoy it. So the best way is always build relationship with people. You don't have to be friends with everybody. And yes, you can be fighting with somebody, you can have beef with somebody, yes, as long as you are not just randomly being violent, you are not just insulting people, OOC. So when it's OOC, that's out of character. You're not abusing your power. Your conflict that you have with somebody should be story-based. Let's say, for example, you're in a gang now, and this particular person, nobody told you, kill this person when you see this person outside. You guys are not in a war. The person did not do you anything. You're not just expected to start shooting the person randomly. That is stupid and foolish. That is not role play. So it should be story-based. Let's say the person steal your baby now, you now decide to revenge. That's a different thing. Okay, so you can build a lot of relationship in Onestate RP. You can decide to have families and make sure that it is not forced. So if you want to build long-term RP, you need to always return to the same people. Just know that people that are strangers today can become your enemies tomorrow, or they can become family tomorrow based on your storyline. So that's why most times when people text me OOC and like, oh, I want to be your friend in game, I'm like, it depends on your storyline. Your storyline and my storyline might not be the same. We might not share the same goals. We might not share the same thing that would lead us to have the same storyline. So even if I meet you in game, we might not click as friends. And like I said, you can build a lot of characters. You can even go and join gang, and then later maybe you decide to go join PD or army. But people that you've done wicked to when you were in gang, they will not want to leave you alone. So because of that, you are drawn back into that life. So you can build stories, you can build characters. Always build stories, build characters, and build people. So if you want to enjoy this game, these are some of the things you need to do. So back to gameplay. This is the second to the last task, and at this point, once you are done with this task, you should be able to see other people, you should be able to interact with other people freely. And at the end of this task, you can also join a gang. You can decide to go to the hospital, but then, like I said before, make sure you complete all of your tasks before you continue and do that. So at this point, they're going to ask you can request to join a gang if you want to join a gang. If you don't want to join a gang, then we'll talk about the faction very, very soon. Now, also at this point, what I will need you to do once you are done with this task is for you to come to the three lines beside your store, go to friend code, and then you input this friend code so that you can activate the friend code and get rewards. So moving on, Onestate RP has 3 different factions and a gang. Well, you can become a gang member or a faction member, which is police, PD, and EMS. Now, if you're a newbie, I am not going to advise you to join gang for your first playthrough. Okay, you can go join a faction, and as time goes on, you can go ahead to join gang. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. And now, another thing you should note is if you want to be a gang member, you just have to go to the gang house, I think, and then send request. Yeah, so that's all you have to do when you want to join a gang, or they'll invite you into their gang. Now, one cute thing I want to tell people about is your parking space. So like I said, after that, you should be able to see people. Now, for your parking, when you notice that your car is no longer there, you can go to any parking like I just did right now and respawn your car. And at the same time, you can also click on the 3 lines beside your store, and you're going to see something that says parking. Click on it and then call out your car and it's going to be put in the nearest parking station. So a lot of newbies always make that mistake. So at this point, you're free to do anything in the game. You're free to go meet people, go join a faction. Well, for EMS faction, you can join EMS faction. PD and army, you need to get to level 6 first, so you can go do all of that. But like I said, please finish your tasks first. So in any case, maybe you got disconnected while you were still completing these tutorials, all you have to do is click on the 3 lines beside your store, and then you go to tasks and you see the story progress. You click on that and you'll be able to see the tasks or what you need to do. So just click on it to continue it. All right, so I'm just going to finish up this task while I also tell you about the 3 major factions that we have in the game. Right, so we have army, PD and EMS faction. The army, they are in charge of the military base and all. PD, they have their own, they have the EMS faction. So the EMS faction is the easiest to join if you're a beginner. There are 2 ways you can join the EMS faction, either through the interview process where you just keep all the trainings. They'll train you by themselves and then you get your green scrub, which is the rank 0 scrub, or you would go join a paramedic. I'm going to show you how to do that. So you go join paramedic, and once you join, you just finish your task and you get your green scrub. Now for army and PD, they usually have a set time. Yes, they usually have a set time, so you just have to go to the base or you go to the police station to ask what time do they do their interviews. Now the difference between all of these factions, all factions are great, depends on really what you want in the game. It's EMS is like very laid back, very easy, no too much stress. EMS are for all those soft life girls soft like boys. So yeah, army and PD, if you know you want to be very stubborn, go to army and PD, don't go to EMS. Okay, so EMS usually have a taser, but you are not allowed, it is in their rules, you are not allowed to use your taser or your weapon on people, because you are there to save life, not take lives. Now army and PD, you can use your weapons, but yes, all factions have rules and you have to follow rules. If you know you cannot follow rules of the game, if you know you cannot follow RP rules, if you know you cannot follow rules of factions, don't go and join factions. They are going to dismiss you after they will dismiss you just anyways. But don't join factions if you know you can't follow rules. But truthfully, if you want to enjoy this game, just follow the rules. It's very, very simple. It is roleplay, and the reason the rules are there is for the game to be interesting for every one of us. Because if there are no rules, some of you people will do too much. Some of you will just go ahead and be shooting people anyhow. Some of you will just say, so that is why there's rules there. Okay, so just follow the rules and you're not going to have any issues with anybody. So I think that's all about Onestate RP. There's really nothing much. So like I said, build a story, build a character, get people around you. That is like very, very important. And always know the difference between IC and OOC. That is in-game character and out of character. So if for instance you are somebody's live streaming and then you watch on the person's stream that, oh okay, let me put an example. Let's say for instance you have a baby in game and then she's cheating on you, and then you find out through a live stream. You are not supposed to come and start asking her about it in game, because you found that OOC when you were out of character. So the only time you can, ask her about it is when you find out in game, when you guys are replaying. So that is how to keep roleplay very, very, very sweet for everybody. So the game is very amazing. You just have to find the right people to play it with. Okay, one last thing, how do you make money in this game? So there are a lot of ways you can make money. You can either join a faction and get paid every 30 minutes. As long as you're online, you can make money by going to do quarry, by going to do taxi, like the way I'm going to do right now, by doing bank work. There are some jobs that you can do in the game that would just, based on the character you want to create. Usually I would just advise newbies to join a faction, make some money, and then create your own thing. And then you can also get paid by creating stories. You can be an event planner, you can be a car dealer, you can be involved in buying and selling people's houses, you can be involved in a lot of things. You can work for people. I have a team and I do pay them for jobs and all of that. So depending on, you can be a singer in the game and you get money. So there are events also that happen, and as long as you're lucky, you'll be able to work your way through it. So that's basically it about the game. If you have any other questions, you can ask me in the comment section of wherever I post this video. And I hope this tutorial really helps, because it took me a long time to do it. And do not forget, if you've watched to this end, do not forget you can use any of these codes that are on your screen right now, depending on the server that you chose. Use any of these codes for your friend code and get rewards once you get to level 8. Bye.